Hello, Marley May. It's your nanny Deb. Have you had a good day today? Oh no, it's you just got out of bed, haven't you? I hope you had a good sleep. Can you see the garden behind me? This is your Auntie Penny's garden. It is beautiful. There's lots of birds. Oh, there's a big car going past. We don't normally hear those here. There's birds that we might see coming in the garden. So it is very pretty out here. And my hair's wet because we've been for a swim in the pool. We went for a walk up a mountain and then a nice swim. So I thought, perfect time in the afternoon to read you a story. This one's called Molly in the Storm. Now, Nanny Deb hasn't got her glasses on because I left them back at the house, but I'm sure I'll be fine. It's big writing. And this book is from your cousin Molly. Her name's Molly, like this Molly. Similar to Marley, but hers is Molly. So this is her story. Molly in the Storm. Oh, can you see the cover? It looks like Mummy and her babies. They look a bit frightened, don't they? Okay. It was the first sunny day after weeks and weeks of rain. Can we go out to play, Mum? Asked Molly Mouse, dancing in the pale sunshine. Please. So long as you keep an eye on the weather, said Mother Mouse. I am sure more rain is on the way. Can you see? She's been sweeping her house. And here's the babies. She's keeping a nice tidy house like your mummy. Molly and her brothers and sisters scampered across the fields. They chased each other round hawthorn trees, frothing white with blossoms. They hopped through carpets of bluebells. Oh, carpets. Nanny without her glasses. Carpets of bluebells. They were enjoying themselves so much they didn't even notice it was suddenly getting darker. You see, they're playing in the bluebells, but the sky is looking very dark, huh? Plop! A large drop of rain fell on Molly's nose, and another, then another. Big black clouds filled the sky, and the rain started to fall faster and faster. We'll never get home in time, groaned Molly. Where can we find shelter until it stops? Ooh, can you see them all looking up at the dark sky? It's a bit scary, isn't it? Just then, a squirrel hurried by on her way home. She stopped when she saw the wet little mice. Her own family were all tucked up safe and warm in her nest. She couldn't possibly leave the mice here out in the rain. Come with me, she said. You can shelter at my place. She looks like a nice friendly squirrel, doesn't she? Oh, she's running up the tree to her house. I wonder if the mice can get there. Squirrel ran ahead and bounded up a tree, but the mice didn't follow. Your house is too high and it doesn't look safe in the storm, sighed Molly. An old harvest mouse popped her head out from under some leaves. You can stay with me, she said kindly. I have a nice warm nest of twigs. You see their umbrellas, their leaves. There's the little field mouse. He's going to offer them some home, some shelter. Oh dear. Do you think they'll fit in there? Harvest Mouse scuttled into her home, but the mice didn't follow. They could see her woven nest was far too small for them. You can come to our place, cried a little rabbit, and join my baby brothers and sisters in the warmth of our burrow. But she couldn't leave these poor little mice out in the storm. You see, there's the rabbit going to offer them some help. Rabbit popped down the hole, but the mice stayed outside. Your home is very full, said Molly, looking inside. All the baby rabbits. I think we'd all be too squashed. Can you see them? They're very full down there, aren't they? Before Rabbit had time to answer, they both heard someone calling. Molly pricked her ears up. Oh, it's Mother Mouse, she squeaked. Oh, look. She looks very happy, doesn't she? I think that's what I would like. I would look like if when I meet you, Molly, at the airport, I'd be running like Mother Mouse. Thank goodness I found you, cried Mother Mouse. The storm is getting worse. But there's an old hollow oak tree nearby where we can shelter until the rain stops. The hollow old oak tree stood at the top of the slope. The mice scrambled inside and were soon warm and dry. We'll stay here tonight, said Mother Mouse. You can all curl up together and go to sleep. That would be nice, wouldn't it? But Molly couldn't sleep. She lay listening to the roar of the wind and the lashing of the rain, and she was worried about her new friends. Would Harvest Mouse home be destroyed? Surely Rabbit's burrow would be flooded and Squirrel's nest would blow away. Molly looked at her family, sleeping snugly. She couldn't leave her friends out in the storm. Oh dear, I wonder what she's going to do. Oh, Molly hurried outside. The wind tugged and pulled at her and she struggled across the field. There, huddled under a swaying tree, was Squirrel. You two must come with me, said Molly. We found the perfect shelter. Just then, looking tired and bedraggled through, was the old Harvest Mouse, appeared out of the grass. Can I come too? She asked. Of course, said Molly. And as they made their way back, they passed Rabbit and her family huddled under a hedge. You'll be nice and warm if you come with us, said Molly. Oh dear, they all look very sad, don't they? At last, Molly and her new friends reached the old oak tree. Outside, the wind battered the trees and flattened the grasses. Oh, that's another big truck. The wind battered the trees and flattened the grasses, but inside everyone was safe and dry. Oh, they all look very happy in there, don't they? I think that's perfect. Ah, look, it's a rainbow. The rain has gone, the sun has come out. The wind had dropped by the time the morning came, and as the sun crept up to the sky, their friends crawled out of their burrow. There before them was a rainbow, stretching as far as the eye could see. It's for you, Molly, whispered the old Harvest Mouse. It's a special present for saving us. And Molly smiled, happily surrounded by her family and all of her new friends. And that must be where they all live. They get to play in all these trees and fields. Molly will have some new friends to play with. Have you got any friends, Molly? Apart from... Oh, who's that? Can you see Poppy Brett? He's come to say hello out of the garden.
Hello, Marley. I was over in the garden and I saw Nanny Deb here. I come to give her a big kiss, look.
Mwah.
Bye-bye, Marley.
Oh, that was exciting. He was like a garden elf. Well, Poppy Brett's going to read you a story tomorrow, so it's called Brian the Smelly Bear. All right, my darling Marley May and Mummy. Your mummy, not my mummy. Not me, Mummy. Okay, love you very much. Good to talk to you. Have a lovely day today. Mwah, mwah, mwah. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.